Halfway through the year, and so far 166 people have died on Nebraska roads and highways.
The state's Highway Safety Office says a good portion of those deaths involve motorcycles. 6 News' Johan Marin is on your side with why the numbers are so high.
Mark Howie is no stranger when it comes to riding a motorcycle.
I've been riding a motorcycle since the early 70s as a young child and have ridden a motorcycle since then.
Howie is now a rider education instructor at Dillon Brothers Harley Davidson. He understands riding a motorcycle is more than just getting from A to B.
Anytime anybody throws a leg over a motorcycle, they have to understand that they are taking more risk in being on the roadway than anybody in a car.
Howie says wearing a helmet is the best way to avoid death or a traumatic brain injury.
Should you become involved in a traffic crash, and should you go down onto the pavement, you have things that can protect your body.
NDOT data shows deadly motorcycle crashes are up 32% compared to the prior 5-year average. And of the 17 motorcyclist lives lost this year, only 12 wore a helmet.
In the past, it used to be, above 90% of the fatalities were wearing helmets. This year, it's dropped clear down to about 65%.
Kavorik says this year they're seeing more riders forego a helmet. A new state law no longer requires them under certain conditions.
They do need to take a safety training course or have shown that they have taken one in the past before they ride without a helmet.
Traffic fatalities in general are up 8% across the state compared to the last 5 years, and pedestrian deaths up 27%. Kavorik says it's up to the community for these alarming numbers to go down.
Ride safely and look where you're going, watch out for other drivers, and definitely wear a motorcycle helmet. That's one of the top safety features.
Howie agrees.
You think that nothing out there can hurt you when that's exactly the opposite.
On your side, I'm Johan Marin, 6 News.
Hey, we're told to obtain a helmet exemption. Bikers with their Class M license or endorsement before May 1st can take the online safety course. Riders who obtain their license after that must complete an in-person basic safety course, and you can find all that information online at WOWT.com.